Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 6 first look video. This is for the Just Trains Transport for Wales Class 142 Pacer for the Cardiff City Network group, giving it a whole new 2019 timetable. Let's get straight into it. So I think we actually are ready to leave now, but already you can see the Pacer, there it is. We'll take obviously a closer look as we go along in the Arriva Trains Wales livery with basically just a TFW sticker over the top of it, and it's modern as well. This is the first time we've seen a modern Pacer. So you've got GSMR, you've got night and day on there. Anyway, let's just get sort of it all set up. So that's currently in neutral, which I've done. We'll set the lights to headlight day. So this is new, you wouldn't get this on the old Pacer. What else have we got? Destination light on. Take the DRA off. We will be late on this run. There's the GSMR, usual functionality on it. So you can just register and deregister. It was 2 Victor 15. What else have we got to do? Any safety systems? I can't remember where the safety systems are. Where are they on here? I think it's just this, isn't it? Or at least on the old one, it's just this. There's that. You've got TPWS here. Normal. What about the foot pedal, the DSD pedal? Is there a fuse for that? I was saying the real thing, it would just be on by default, but as it's the game, that's not the case. What's that one there? Let's do the do this. If we do Control D, oh no, not Control D, Control Enter. It's just that, I think. Control Enter. Yeah, I think it's just that. So maybe that's already sort of on potentially. Okay, well, let's get going. Doors shut. Let's get them shut. I think it's that button there. I'm using the Train Sim control. Oh, new door sounds. Nice. Awesome. Guard buzz. Yeah, guard buzz. Right, Whitchurch is next. So let's get the brakes off. Brakes off. I think it's already set to forward. No, it's not. And let's go. We're off in our modern Pacer. Oh, so our destination as well. Can we set that as that F8, I think? So we're going to Radda. Does it terminate at Radda? Hang on. Yeah, it terminates at Radda. So you've got all of the destinations on there. Radda's probably going to be, there we go, there it is, Radda. Nice, okay, right, this is cool. Speed up a bit, not too fast at the first stop. So we're currently on the Corriton branch, and we're travelling to Radda, which is there. So you could walk this faster than what we have to. We have to go all the way down, and basically a big loop. But you could walk there faster than getting the train. Quite a bit of flange on it as well. Hopefully audio is coming out okay as well. I think that's okay. Apologies for my bad driving. Oh, you have to excuse my bad driving. I was sort of checking the audio. So the route itself hasn't changed. It's just the timetable and the trains. Doors. Cool. Oh, and the doors are different as well. The doors are now like that. So whereas on the 80s Pacer you had basically the folding doors, there was like 4 separate bits to it. Like on old buses you've got sort of the old 4 doors. Whereas on here you've just got sort of the 2. I know there's a technical name for them. But you've sort of got newer style doors on here. And obviously the interior, you've got a toilet as well, which I think was on the original. But yeah, it looks a lot more modern. Modern amenities, emergency ladder, Wi-Fi. Of course on the 80s version you didn't get that. Right, let's get the doors shut. Again, we will be late on this run. Not expecting us to be on time. Right, being the next Ribboner. U2 forward, brakes to release, and let's get going. The audio's at a pretty decent level already. Look at that. Transport for Wales. Start of a new journey. And of course you can see it is the X Arriva Trains Wales livery, which we can also see on the Class 150 and the 153. They also now come in Arriva Trains Wales livery. And also at Cardiff Central we should see Great Western trains, also IETs 802s if we're lucky. There's a lot more going on now on this route, AI wise. Yeah, Ravenna. Set that to neutral. Do the doors. Cool. I'll get the information up for this as well. But this comes out tomorrow, as of this video coming out. 10 AM consoles, 4 PM Steam, like 4 PM Epic Games, and 6 PM on Steam. So the usual UK times for that. No, wrong way. Take that off. And let's go. I feel like it sounds a bit different as well. So with all its probably refurbishments it had, etc. Right, yeah, let's get the article up for this and we can go through. We have got most of the layers on. I think the only layers we don't have are for the Class 37, as I don't own Tees Valley on PC. And yeah, I think that's it, just the Tees Valley 37, as there's some passenger services now which are driven with a 37 as an extra layer, so you need that DLC at Tees Valley and the Class 86 DLC for that. Oh, also TPWS, which you wouldn't have had on the old 80s version. Another short platform here. Release that. That will do it. There we are. I do know this route relatively well, so that's why we got the HUD off for this. Cool. Only 3 minutes late. See our service pattern though. So Tiglass, Heathrow level, Cardiff Queen Street, Central, and then we sort of then go out the other loop and round back to Radda. Once we get to the end, we'll take a look at services, scenarios, journey mode, all of that good stuff. Right, let's get that off. And let's get going. We've turned off this, have we? Oh, that turned off. Cool. Off we go, not too fast to the next stop, and we literally are a bus service at this point. On this part of the route. It's a very good route if you don't have the Cardiff City route. One of my favourite routes on Train Sim World. Well, for Train Sim World 5 at least. So it's got a bit of everything really. And this just adds to it, makes it better. And who else? Got a stop marker at this one. Here we are, so that's a neutral, which is that way, and in the doors. You getting on? Just staring into space. Oh, I wonder if there's announcements on here. No, there's not. On the 80s version, you get Tom from Just Trains doing an announcement saying the next stop is Preston. We are now approaching Preston, but on here you don't. So there's probably an automatic one on here. Right, let's go. Did the horn there for the crossing ahead of us. If someone for some reason couldn't see the train right here. So let's have a little look see. So let's bring my phone over here. So the Pacer comes to Cardiff, turn back the clock from the 25th of November and fire up more diesels with new gameplay and DMU variants from Just Trains. Obviously Just Trains, if you don't know them, they make extremely good content. Some of the best backdated, well, some of the best content we've seen in Train Sim World. They very much know what they're doing. Let's make sure that's working fine. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Let's see. Just trying to find the price of it. Let's see. £12.99. There you go. And it is going to be on all platforms as well. So if you're on PS4 or Xbox One, you can get this DLC. But they have cut back on the amount of AI services you have, just for performance-wise. So you get less AI services. I think you get layers though. Oh, there will be no additional services playable or AI from layered content from other add-ons. That's if you're on PS4 or Xbox One. So you'll still get all of this. So I doubt you'll see like the HST or the 802 or 166. A little bit slow as we've got the red light there. Don't want to set off TPWS. It's not the 80s, can't whiz up to the signal at top speed or upset it otherwise. It almost feels so natural driving the Pacer on this route, especially on this branch line as well. Literally, we're literally with the local bus at the moment. So on this branch line, it's sort of perfect, stopping every blooming 100 metres. The bus train being a bus. Right, let's get the door shut. We have got the green now. So Cardiff Queen Street. So we can get a bit of speed on this now. Right, release. Actually, not yet. A little bit of a hill start, I reckon. Actually, hang on. I keep forgetting it to put it into blimmin'. Yeah, like that. There we go. Right, can we? No, not the wipers. Right, hang on. Let's just go. No hill start. Get the wipers off. But there we go. Up to 25, I think it was going to be coming down to. As we join up with the line up. I think does this one go up to Caerphilly? I think this is where this line goes to, the one we're joining up to. So that is where you'd see the Class 37s going up there. I'm sure once we're on the console we'll do one of those. Lovely. Holding up another train there. Yeah, the service pattern is really different on this timetable. Been a complete overhaul since. Let's go. Let's have a look at layers. What have we got on here? Yeah. So these are the AI layers. So the Class 802 and the 150 from Riviera Line. Once a day cross-country Voyager, so you need the Voyager for that. Great Western Express for the HST and the 166. The Rivet Games Class 170 add-on. Class 66 freight services from West Coast Main Line South and Cargo Lines Volume 1 and 3. Railhead treatment train. And then you've also got the Class 37 from Tees Valley with the Class 86/2, because that DLC provides the coaches, the Mark IIFs. Yeah, 35 coming up fairly soon. I think it's 35. And yeah, the TSCX controller works with this train as well. I don't know for not all of them, I don't think it works properly, but it does for this. 25. We want to get the brakes on fairly sharpish then. Of course we'll set that off. There's one of the grids here. Hopefully it doesn't set off. No, we're okay. These buttons here look a little bit low res there. This is early access for this. So it's, yeah, a little bit low res. Cool. Single yellow going into platform, is it platform 2? I think it's platform 2. So we've got to come down to 15 miles per hour. So this is where the city line joins up, that's the line off, that's the fast line to Radda, that one there. Like it would be a lot quicker for us to sort of change ends here and go up there to Radda, but the slow one, so we don't do that. Another pacer. But again, the route itself is the same, it's just the timetable and the trains which are different. So you won't see like a Riva Trains branding on here. Which yeah, that doesn't, there's no licensed Riva Trains Wales trains. You'll see the Riva Trains Wales colours, but not the logos. It's meant to be sort of as they were transferring over to TFW. Well, we're not going to go to the S-Car stop marker here, as it's just silly being up there. And we can probably safely say we're in the platform. Oh yeah, put the DRA on as well, because we have that now. Whee! Thank goodness, it's only a little clicky one. Like some of them you have to drag, which is annoying. This one you just click it. Oh, this is Queen Street. Only a couple of minutes behind schedule now. But no, thanks to Dovetail Games for giving us the key to show it off. And yeah, seems like another solid DLC from JT. They never disappoint. Lock the doors. I wonder if you get any services where there's like a 150 and a 142 together, or a 153 and a 142 together. That'd be quite cool to find one of those, if there is. Oh, I need to set the blooming reverser again. Oh, blooming thing. You sent it the wrong way. So I've got that set to one of my controls on the controller. Cool, it's Cardiff Central next. As we head out. Oh, not that, wrong one. Get mixed up with my controls. Let's get a little photo here as we head out Queen Street. Like the main play, there's loads of photos get taken here. Quite a lot of the ones in the article here. Let me change that a little bit. Get those paces in a bit, a little bit of rotation. Yeah, we get one like that, that'll be nice. One a bit further back as well. You know, we get a close-up one. T. Oh, there we go. Radar. Look at all the paces there, look, 4 paces all there. Pacer Central. Pacer Queen Street. Once we're at Central, I'd imagine we'll probably get a few minutes there, or at least on the modern timetable you do. Might not be the same for this one. We'll have a sort of a closer look at the train itself. Oh, there's a freight train down there with the steel coils. Going somewhere. A bit of freight there going through. So it's quite an industrial area, sort of South Wales. You've also got Port Talbot Steelworks. That's probably where that train had come from. And there's the Cardiff Bay branch, which you can also go down. I wonder if will we see a 150 or a 153? I thought we would have seen one by now, but it's just been paces galore. Must be one here at Central. Platform 8, I think is that the far one? Let's make our way in. Cool. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple of minutes here. Well, we're saying that we are late, aren't we? But yeah, a couple of minutes. Well, even if we're not, we'll just sort of sit here and take just a closer look at the train. We might even jump down on the tracks as well. So we could just use the external camera, couldn't we, actually? Anything going on here at Central? No, got Pacer in there. Got a bit of a quiet time, eh? I want to see a 150. Well, we are going to be going past, so was it Canton Depot, so we'll definitely see some trains in there. There's another one coming in there. Yeah, this is Central. Right, let's hop out. No, we don't actually have any time here, but we'll hop out anyway. Put the DRA on. Just going to take a little look at the train. So again, TPWS there, which you didn't have on the old version. You've got your TPWS isolation there, which again you wouldn't have had on the old version. I mean, the cabin's relatively similar. Obviously, GSMR sort of just built on the side there. Hop out. Should still have the guard panel. You've still got your guard panel controls there. That's all still there. Doors are different. New buttons for the door open and close. So the interior has slightly nicer seats than what there is in the 80s version. You can actually do the windows. Don't know if could you do that in the original. Do those. Got a toilet here. Was that in the original? Probably a toilet. Imagine so. Again, different doors. Here's the outside though. So again, you've got lots of safety information which wasn't present really as much in the 80s. New journey for Wales. There's the other end of it. Right, we're going to jump down onto the tracks here, so just pretend we're not doing this, but I just want to have a little look at the undercarriage of the train, just if there's any differences or stuff. I'll just have a look at it on the other side, in fact if it even lets us do that. Start a new journey, more services, more trains, better stations coming your way. Nice. There's a little external look of the train there. Let's hop back up. Very naughty. Hop back to the front. And get the door shut. Right, onwards to Ninian Park. Right, you go off. No, that's not the way we want to go. That's emergency. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. We've actually put the blooming emergency brakes on now, but wrong way, wrong way. I've set that the wrong way as well. Right, you come off and let's get going. Weren't lucky enough to see a cucumber coming in. We could still see one though. Oh, was that 150? Yeah, I can see a 150 in there. Oh, it's going away. No, don't go away. You can see it is in the Arriva Trains Wales colours. Really nice livery. But obviously unbranded, as it probably would have been at this time because, well, Arriva Trains Wales are gone. Oh no, over here you got cross country. Tucked over here, hidden away. There's cross country 170. From the Rivet Games 170 back. 166 coming in over there. So quite a lot of activity going on. I wonder where that one's off to, Swansea. Is that a Great Western 150 there? Might be a Great Western 150 down there. I can see something down there which looks a bit green to me. But there's a Great Western 150. Let's have a little look. Little peek. Yeah, a Great Western 150 down there. So on the original timetable you haven't got any of that because that came out before Train Sim 6 came out. Speed up a little. 25 I think now. This is Canton Depot we're passing. Not too much going on in here. I suppose all the trains are out and about. A couple of trains in there. Not seen a 153 yet though. Oh, and the Pacers also come in a couple of different liveries. You get this livery here, and then you get the sort of, well, the plain one, which you can see there. Matter of fact, you see them both together there, actually. But there's the sort of TFW sticker on top, and there's the plain one. Just to add to the variety, really. And yeah, the 153, which I don't think we're going to see, has also the Arriva livery on it, but unbranded. As we come up to Ninian Park. So we're sort of on the other bit of the loop now. Which will take us up to Radda. There's a Pacer. That's right to the end here, I think. There isn't a stop marker actually, yeah, just to the end. I'll do that and that. Cool. Still 4 minutes late, but again, we knew that was going to happen. Let's watch it leaving. Keep setting it the wrong way. Right, that goes to release. Definitely sounds different to that of the 80s version, which I suppose it would. Different engine upgrades, etc. over the years. Get a flyby shot whilst we're sort of on this bit of a gap to the next stop. And you've got fumes coming out the top as well, which not every diesel train on this game seems to have fumes coming out the top. So it's obviously incorrect. Yeah, what does everyone think so far? Again, I know it's nothing like major, it's not like a whole new route or anything like that, it is just sort of a modernised Pacer on the Cardiff City route with the new timetable, but what do you think? What do you think so far? Is it for you, not ready for you? If I hadn't got a key for this, I probably would have got it because I like the Cardiff route. The Cardiff route is fantastic. So to sort of be able to get the Pacer on it even better. And also, good thing about this DLC is it's completely separate to Blackpool and all of that. So if you've not got the Pacer on Train Sim World, you can technically now get it for £12.99 on the Cardiff route. So if you're not really into your backdated stuff, well, there's now a modern Pacer. So it's sort of perfect for those of you who only sort of like the modern stuff. I'm sure it's actually probably probably the best thing about the pack, just getting the modern Pacer. I'm sure they'll be re-liveried into lots of different liveries and plonked onto other routes. Yeah, this is Warngram parking, this one. Yeah. So we got Fairwater, which is literally just well, you can see how close they are all together, and then Radar at 10:55, so it'll be about 10:58 by the time we get there, so about 10 minutes. Now, I keep saying it the wrong way, so that's why the AWS keeps going off. Oh well, no biggie. A little bit of a hill start, I think, here, just a little one. Because on the old version of the Pacer, the front, you do actually have the two different, you have the same sort of headlight cluster, but it doesn't let you use the, what one's it? I don't think it lets you use, you only have one side which works, the other headlights is sort of dead. I think it's the night side which works, but then the day side is dead. That doesn't work on the old version. It's just not meant to. Yeah, for £12.99 you can get the modern Pacer on the Cardiff route. And again, if you don't have the Cardiff route, very much recommend it. One of the best one of the best UK routes to come out for Timetable 5, which obviously you can play on Timetable 6. Solid route, solid package. And quite recently, the 150 for Cardiff has been updated to be like the Riviera 150, so it's even better now. I've done it again. It's that way, that's the way for neutral. Fairwater. Yeah, get the door shut. Yeah, wanted a bit of a hill start at this one. Right, brakes to step 1, power 3, and the brake fully off. Yeah, it's a bit more sluggish out of here. Feel that gradient. Oh, and the GSMR hasn't turned itself off yet, which is surprising. It's definitely been over half hour. Maybe it hasn't. Usually it turns itself off after about half hour, which is obviously not meant to, but in the game it does, on like every train. But it hasn't on this yet. Yeah, nice that hasn't turned off. Anyway, Danes Court and then Radar, so we're almost there now. Yeah, been highly enjoyable. Always enjoyed driving this route, and to drive it in a Pacer feels completely natural. The S-car stop. Right, here we are. Goes to that and doors. Get the cap heater there if you want to turn that on, if you can. On a day like today, as we're recording this, that'll be fully whacked up. Only 3 minutes late now that we're calling back time here. Arriva, TFW, sign me up. Right, let's get the door shut. Bit of throttle, brake off. Cool. Well, Rudder is the next and final stop, so I suppose I wonder how long it sits there and then goes back. Because that would be a really nice circuit to do, just Rudder to Corriton for a few hours. So a very sort of chilled out service to do. And also this is actually the longest service you can now do on the Cardiff route for passenger stuff, because I think before it was Penarth to Corriton, which is about 38 minutes, whereas this is about 42 minutes. So it is, well, it's the longest service you can now do on here. Yeah, completely different though to the other timetable. Very different. Let's get another flyby shot before we get to Rudder. There it goes. Speed will drop down fairly soon. It's 50 there. AWS I think should go off here. Yeah. I think it then comes down further as well, yeah, 25. Which we should be down for. There you go, perfect. Yeah, terminates here, then goes back to Corriton. Well, yeah, that was a really nice run, that. I'm probably, yeah, 5 minutes away. In fact, I wonder if you can see Corriton from the air, because, I mean, they are really close. Have a little look and see if you can see it. I think there is a 2-car stop marker. So down to the... oh, there is. Very hidden away, isn't it, that one? There we are. This is Rudder. Do the doors, and that can go to neutral. DR8 on. Set that to tail. Yeah, I wonder if you can see Corriton. Because, I mean, look how close they are. Look. There. Right there. Is that a mile or so? Maybe in God mode you'd be able to. I mean, yeah, Corriton would be... well, where was it, sort of? Probably, yeah, just over by those trees there or so. Maybe a bit further. That would be, yeah, that would be Corriton. Just over there. So you probably could walk it much quicker than... hang on, how far can we go? Still going. I'm going to fly to Corriton. Hang on, maybe we can actually fly over there. Hang on, where's the camera? Oh, we're going, but are we meant to be able to go this far? I think that's probably the embankment here for the line. That's what we're going to Corriton then. Oh, no? Where is it? Oh my god, where are we flying? There's Corriton, look, right here. So we fly along here again. I assume this line must have used to join up with the one we're on. So Rudder was what, down... hang on, you can see from that hill. So yeah, sort of, it's quite high up I suppose, Corriton. And then down here was, yeah, Rudder. We go back across the park. Whether this is actually a park in real life or where houses are, not sure. There's the bridge, and there's Rudder. So yeah, relatively close to one another. Just sort of, yeah, that park there, that's it. Well, let's get the doors shut to finish the service. When does this one go back out though? Is it like straight away? Choriton at 11:04. So you'd have a few minutes there to sort of chill out, have a drink, whatever, have a wee. Right, let's go to the timetable. Let's see what you get. Again, I don't have all of the layers. I don't have the class 37 services. So this is for us. Let's just come out. So we've got the main star of the show. You've got the two different variants. You can see how skinny the bar is. They do most of the services. Cardiff Canton. Oh, that's the depot. Yeah. Here we go through Penarth, Bargoed. So again, very different to the sort of how it is now. Cardiff Bay to Queen Street. Let's go sort of the middle of the day. There we go. Sort of your typical service pattern. So the Aberdare ones, the ones to Merthyr Tydfil started at. Hang on, no, that's no. I thought the Merthyr Tydfil ones were the ones which went up to Radda, but obviously not. Yeah, the Aberdare to Merthyr Tydfil, they used to be the ones which did the sort of the U shape, the loop one. So yeah, very, very different. Wherever that place is, I've never heard of that. Estrad Minark. So yeah, very, very different service pattern. So you can see Radda to Choriton on there. That's sort of the long services. Which on the diagram there, it's actually wrong. It's meant to go that way. Choriton to Radda. Very different. And then yeah, I assume it's probably the same services. Oh no, there's a few less for that one, I think. Where is there? But yeah, loads on there. Absolutely loads. Radda to Choriton. Then you got the 150, which does again does most of the same services. I think they'll just substitute for each other by the looks of things. There's that, and then for the 153. Oh yeah, looks like they'll just substitute for one another. Yeah, you've got a couple of different variants, sort of a darker variant of the 153 as well, and a slightly different Arriva Trains Wales livery. Then 66. I don't have all of the freight. I mean, you can see the layers I've got on here. So it's missing the 37, which I'm sure would add a few services and some of the other bits of freight. But ones we've got on here already. You've got our HTT on there. Well, yeah, that is going to be it, everybody. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed. Oh, hang on, tell a lie. Scenarios. 1, 2. Oh, that just bashes society. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 scenarios by the looks of things. And journey mode, you've got kicked up a bus. 4 chapters on there as well. Well, that is going to be it from me. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. That was a first look of the Transport for Wales Class 142 Pacer from Just Trains on the Cardiff City Network. It's out tomorrow, £12.99. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Apart from that, links usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as 2 UK departure boards. I even got a mug in the way there. Great. See you all and take care. Bye guys.